Look how long this it looked like a BMW. How long they sitting at that and this car is fucking blocking move. Oh, now you on film. Now you moving. If I wouldn't have put that SUV, if I wouldn't have put that BMW on film, they would still be sitting there. And so freaking y'all know about Google and the Weather Channel and Weather Bug. They all lie about the weather. It wasn't supposed to rain, and it's still light rain right now, but it had been raining. Now I got nowhere to go at the moment, and it's you know, earlier I thought, well, dang, if I would have got a hotel room, but I think there's an event this weekend, something with the Blue Angels flying the airplanes, like an air show or something. So they probably have a lot of booked hotels and more expensive, so I couldn't get a hotel room anyway. You know, so damn, I don't know what to do. And it's 7:05 p.m. and it's still well, I mean, the rain had just stopped, so it's wet outside, and they've been perping me heavy in their cars. You know, they've been perping me heavy in their cars, even with it raining. You see, it's still raining. You gonna do the same thing? Yeah, I mean, they've been, look, a Texas license plate. So been a lot of people with Texas license plates. I heard there are a lot of gang stalkers, not all of them. But why so many Texas license plates here in Pensacola, Florida? So many of them. That's that same homeless perp from this morning. So yesterday I didn't have to pay for dinner. I mean any of my meals yesterday. But today I guess, you know, the only thing I paid for was dinner. The only thing I paid for was dinner. You know. So my challenge is the fact that it just rained. My challenge is I have to try to avoid whatever puddles I can and trying to avoid getting my feet and shoes wet, because then it will be a hard time trying to get them to dry, and I have to go to work tomorrow all day in wet shoes. And you know, it would make the athlete's foot even worse. It's a challenge and a struggle to try to keep my feet and shoes dry. And so it kind of hurts for me to walk now, because it seems like in my inner thighs, by the bottom of my shorts have been wet, and so it feels like a diaper rash, and it's from me sweating, you know. So it hurts to try to walk with on both of my thighs and my inner thighs where my shorts are. They hurt and feel uncomfortable, and they're wet. It feels kind of like a baby diaper rash. So it looks like the sun's trying to come back out. And plus me trying to avoid being splashed, even You know, if I'm walking, I don't like the water to splash on me while I'm walking. Yeah. So I know I had a lot on my mind, but I don't have all that much to talk about. But here's a gang stalker who just left the ATM. That red SUV over there. And it's a red Nissan Murano. Look, another red truck. So, yeah, and these perp idiots over way down there making so much noise, talking loud, acting stupid. So, I have a lot to talk about, but, my mind kind of drew a blank. And the few topics wish I could talk about, and that's the same Nissan Murano, pretended to fake like you going to the ATM or you went to the ATM for real, you know, as a way to mock me being broke. Yeah, I have a job and still broke. You know, still don't have enough money to get a place to live or a car, a vehicle, you know. So I'm I almost had like I don't know what medical situation probably would have happened to me by me being sleep deprived, and then I don't know if I would have had like something happen to me, you know, if something would have happened to me. But once I took a 20 or 25-minute break, then I felt better and went back to work. But I didn't know. Like I heard that if you've been sleep deprived and burned out and working so hard, I heard something bad can happen to you. You know, whether you gotta like I heard something bad could happen. Like if you like have like a mental breakdown from the sleep deprivation. You could have a mental breakdown, or you can have, I don't want to say the worst things that could happen, but I heard you can have a mental breakdown, or you could fall out, or pass out, or have a heart attack, or, well, I said it, you know, like, and like some people say that that sleep deprivation can trigger a lot of off things to happen to your body and stuff. And especially being forced to be sleep deprived for days. You know, they have people who have diets way worse than I do, and my diet is not even that bad. You know, and I try to strive to eat healthier. But they have people with diets way more awful than I do. And I wonder how can they sleep well? How can they sleep so good and be more overweight and eat worse than I do? But so that's how I know it's part of the direct energy weapon attacks or poisoning or whatever they're doing to cause a target to be chronically sleep deprived. You know, the perps want to know my business about my job so bad, but you know they think they have the authority to dictate that I should not be allowed to work. I shouldn't be allowed to be an adult and make adult decisions. I mean, I shouldn't have to walk around. I shouldn't have to walk around being fearful of trying to seek happiness or trying to sneak like a little child and do something that makes me happy. You know, But then the same people who act like that, they want to pretend the front like as if they wonder why I'm always miserable or sad or depressed or ain't never happy. And they wonder why I'm never happy, but they punish me for seeking happiness or trying to make my own happy decisions. When people say, the idea of, never let nobody tell you how to spend your money that you work for. I'm taking that advice. But that doesn't mean that I spend it all. That doesn't mean that I mismanage or spend it all. So I have not been needing to ask for any money lately. And it's like with the job, I'm just, barely getting by and still struggling to get a place. And I had a couple of minor issues, small issues at work today, but overall, I guess it wasn't that bad today, But I'm worn out and tired and need to get rest. I think they something poking me, and I think they're poking me in the nose with the director energy weapons. But earlier at work today, I was in the bathroom. I think I was using the bathroom, and they were hitting me in my head with the dew weapons. Like in New Orleans, they call it decking you in the head if somebody assaults you with their index finger, like as if they're punching you. Like if somebody hits you in the head with their index finger, in New Orleans they call it decking you. I got you on film in case you want to try to run over. In case you want to try to splash me. But y'all get what I'm trying to say, to deck somebody. Noise campaign. It's just random and all of a sudden. Well, guess what? No dessert today. I didn't eat breakfast today. I just had lunch and dinner. And no dessert today. But once a day I'll have like one glass or 1 cup of fruit juice. And it's not the organic, natural, healthy kind. She looked like she was a perp filming me. So, what was I trying to say? I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, it felt like as if somebody was decking me in the head with their index finger, or putting some kind of painful pressure on my head. But I had to take a break longer than, I'm allowed to, the other supervisor tell me I can take a 20-minute break, but this narcissistic bastard talking about 15 minutes, and then emphasize, make sure it's 15 minutes. But then He said, oh, you don't have to have permission to take a break, just take one. But then said, oh, make sure it's 15 minutes. But hey, I've been sleep deprived, and you know, they see me sit down and take a break and they don't say nothing. But a lot of the times I've been working and worked the whole damn 8 hours. A couple of recent Sundays that happened where I worked the whole 8 hours with no break at all. And not even clocking out for lunch. So that's hard. But I don't even get to take breaks because it seems like it takes so long. They make such a stupid big mess in those bathrooms that, they have broken glass cups in the toilet with urine in it. And you got to pick those out and clean it. And they destroy property when they get drunk and stuff like that. Here go that Masonic perp. It's Masonic perp right here. Wait. Where? Always sitting outside. That's the perp. They always wear a shirt that say more money. But I am, a lot of people saying it's hard out here. A perp, or somebody that's a perp, they need to shut the hell up. They don't have any right to say it's hard out here. Only us true TIs struggling have a right to say it's hard out here. Because the perps themselves, they make it hard for us. They make it hard. That the simplest amount of happiness they get, that you, the target, gets, they get outraged while they living their life, living it up. They're living it up while you have zero rights, no rights at all. That they want you to die, but they're not gonna outright say, well, I want Candy to die. But everything that they do is showing that they want you to die. They don't want you to live and live happy. I mean, my younger brother that's younger than me has a freaking vehicle just like this. That white Dodge Journey. A vehicle just like that. I can't even come close to even getting me something like that. I don't know if he still has that, but 3 or 4 years ago he had it. So, and it was smack brand new. But I mean, it's like I have a bachelor's degree and can't even, for many years, before I moved to Los Angeles, before 2011, my income would never get to exceed $700 a month. And for years living off that income, $700 or less per month. And no Section 8 at that time in Denton, Texas. So, I was struggling. And so now, income for years, less than $1,000 a month. And people who way richer than you feel the need to try to find a way to be jealous of the little bit of happiness or cheerfulness that you try to seek. Like as if you're not allowed or you're not supposed to have that. So it's so wet. It's wet. So that guy gonna have, that whatever fake restaurant. So I don't know if my regular sleep spot, if I have to wait till it dries, or if it would dry, to I have to wait around for it to dry in order for in order to get to go lay down there. So I'm about to go for now.